Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm gonna do a first impression let's play review of a game called the Faraway Land. It is a crafting game. I guess you could call it voxel based. I believe this type of Minecraft looking games are called voxel games, but anyway, it's a basically, I think, open world crafting game that costs $12, and today we are going to be checking it out. So as always with all of my first impression reviews, I'm gonna be playing the game for an hour or so until I am confident that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp to that in the description below on YouTube. And if you are in a hurry, you can simply skip to that and I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But otherwise than that, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing the game and giving you my running commentary and my opinion on the game. I just want to check something here very quickly. I'm also live streaming the game on Twitch and on YouTube. Unfortunately, when you alt tab, the audio of the game disappears, which I'm not a fan of, and as far as I can see, I can't change that. There's no way to change that in the settings or anything like that anywhere, unfortunately. So that does suck, but anyway, I'm just setting something up here really quickly. So the game does have co-op, by the way. I tried really hard for the past week or so since I got a code for the game to get my friends together to play a little bit of the game, because the game does have co-op, and obviously these types of games are more fun, in my opinion, with friends. So if you think about Minecraft or Core Keeper or any of these types of games, it's really fun to play with friends. But unfortunately, you know, real life stuff with a whole bunch of different people in different countries. I'm in South Africa. Some other of my friends are in Europe. Other ones are in America. It's just really difficult to get people together for a single play session to actually sit down and play the game, but I will do that eventually. But for today, I'm just going to play the game solo and give you my opinion on the solo aspect of the game. So with that being said, let's jump into the game. So you can choose easy, normal, hard. I don't like the fact that it doesn't actually show you what is changing. So what I would like to see here is a descriptor of what is actually changing. What's the difference between easy and normal and hard, you know? Are the enemies more difficult to kill? Do they drop more loot? Do you get less money? You know, what is the actual changes there? That's really quite important, in my opinion, when selecting difficulty, because it's going to determine the next dozen hours of your gameplay, you know. So you really need all of the salient information when it comes to difficulty selecting, because it's really going to determine a lot of your gameplay in the future. So you can choose different hairstyles. You can also go bold, but let's choose a nice hairdo here. You can choose male, female. Can you or not? Where do you select male, female? I guess you can't select male, female. You can just do the hair, I guess. And then obviously if you put a beard on this character, then, and maybe a hairstyle like this, then I guess it becomes a male, I guess. That's the approach that the developers took. I mean, I guess it works, but traditionally I would like to select a gender, to be honest. Yeah, we can go with this one, I guess. You can also put a beard on if you really want to, but no, I don't think I want a beard. And then you can choose the color of your hair as well. Let's go with blue. You can choose your skin color. And you can choose your eye color. And your lip color. And your hair accessory color. There's no white. Why is there no white in the hair accessory color? Like, that's the closest that you can get to white, but it's gray, you know, like it's a gray color, so I would like to see white. I do like the music. And the music stops. I would like the music to not stop when you're going through a loading screen, but what can you do? So I should also point out that the game is being developed by only 2 developers. So it's really quite a small developer studio behind this game. Okay, so you move the mouse. Just by moving the mouse, the camera rotates. So you don't even need to hold any buttons or anything like that. And then you move with W, A, S, and D. And you interact with E. Greetings, I'm Twinkle, humble follower of the deity who summoned you here, Theophan. He summoned you to bring order to this world. For that you must complete 5 challenges. By fulfilling it, you proved yourself to be ready for the bigger world that awaits you. By fulfilling it, you proved yourself to be... Yeah, so that's not grammatically correct. What are you talking about? Bigger world, 5 challenges. Follow the road and you will find 5 statues. Show your courage, hard work and resilience by bringing them what they ask for. You will have to learn to survive in this world, but do not fret. The locals will help you with this. I am giving you some essential items for now. Use these portals. Well, see you after death. Death? What? Okay. Oh, there's some terrible screen tearing. I can already see there's some really bad screen tearing. Okay, so we need to interact with one of these statues, I guess. Let's start at the edge so that my OCD isn't triggered. Okay, poison antidote. Turtle. Plague extract. Gems and cotton fabric. Okay, so I guess I need to collect those items and then take it over there. What's this red X here for? Hello, I'm Twinkle of Wisdom. I'm here to help you understand how this world works. If you want to figure out things on your own, you can turn me off in the settings. You can find everything I have to say in the completed tasks list. To the left, you might have noticed the quest information box. It is where all the information related to the character quests, such as what you'll receive, what they want, and rewards. This is if you bring them the items requested. I also see the game does have hunger and food and all of that, you know, thirst and hunger. I don't like games that have that. Okay, so we are hitting rocks. Literally Minecraft. We're hitting rocks with our hands. I guess that's how you start out. Why is the music on? I enjoyed that music at the beginning. The music is turned up, right? Music 50. Well, let's turn it up to 70. I would like a toggle somehow to allow you to cycle the music, because I really like that music and now the music is gone. I guess we also need to hit a tree. I don't know if the world is procedurally generated. I'm not really sure how the game handles world generation. Okay, so if you look at the top right, you can press T for skills, but I don't have any right now. Zoom, sprint, quick pickup, inventory, tasks. Okay, that's my inventory. I don't see that I can craft anything. Blueprints. Okay, I'm clicking on all of that, nothing is happening, so I'm assuming I don't have any blueprints yet. Let's see what's this over here. Ah, here we go, here's the music. Oh hi, I haven't seen you here before. Are you a newcomer? Well, I am Dania. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I guess I was summoned by Theophan and have to complete some tests in order to move on. Is there anything I can help you with? I wasn't given any directions. I was just told to survive. Survival is my department. If you don't know what to do, chop everything. Just keep in mind that you have to replant the trees. Now off you go. Bring me some wood, stone, grass and nettle. I will show you some tricks. Okay, wood, stone, grass, nettle. I believe I already have some wood. Correct? Yes, it says there at the top, so I need a nettle. Nettle. When you're standing next to something, you can't see if you can harvest it or not until you actually hit it. So like with this tree, you can't see if you can hit it until you actually hit it. I would have perhaps liked it if you if the thing was highlighted, you know, like you stand next to a resource and then it becomes slightly highlighted. You do get some of these types of games that do that, where it highlights the thing like this. You don't know if you can actually harvest this or not, so you hit it. Oh, you can hit it, holy shit. Okay, color me surprised. I actually thought you can't hit it. So, okay, we just have to basically run around and swing our fists at every damn thing in order to see if we can harvest it or not. Okay, now we have all of the stuff that we need, nettle and wood and all of that kind of stuff, so we can head back to the quest giver. I like how you Naruto run. When you run, you Naruto run. That's pretty cool. As you can see, you gathered all the resources with your bare hands, but if you want faster gathering, you can try making a tool. An axe would cut down trees faster and a pickaxe mine stone faster, for example, but you need to weave rope from nettles to make them. Okay, so now we open our inventory, I guess. Why is inventory tab? I want inventory to be I. But anyway. Tools, stone pickaxe, nettle thread. So we need to get nettle thread. Create. I like the fact that the crafting is instant. I don't like games where you have to wait a certain period to create stuff. And I would like to point out that the tutorial didn't tell me to do any of that stuff that I just did. Which I don't like. I mean, I know how to play this game because I've played a lot of these types of games. So I did all of that stuff instinctively, you know, switching between the tabs, selecting the thing, clicking craft, selecting the axe over here, dragging it to my bar. The tutorial didn't tell me any of that. Not a single one of those things did the tutorial tell me. So someone who has not played any of these games would be absolutely lost, and that is an issue, you know. The developers can't assume that the player will have all of this knowledge, you know. The developer should assume that the player has never played a single one of these types of games, so they really need to hold the hand of the player. And yeah, so far this game is definitely not holding my hand. So the tutorial definitely needs to be worked on, that's for certain. Okay, and then do we have wood? No, it doesn't look like it. For some reason these tree-looking things don't give wood. So I guess the long trees, like this one over here, doesn't actually give wood, this one. Like, look at that grass. So it doesn't give wood, so it's a little bit confusing because it looks like a tree to me, and yet it doesn't give any wood. But these will give wood, obviously. It's also becoming night, so the game also has a day-night cycle. And I can see the game also has a durability system. I am not a fan of durability systems in games. It's definitely not something that I feel benefits a game, you know. I don't feel that having to do needless busy work every now and then by having to recraft your weapons and your gear, all of that kind of stuff, benefits you, you know. I really don't like that. So this thing, I guess I can break this thing down, can't I? Okay, so I can collect the fireflies by killing them. I guess I don't want to break that thing down, because then the fireflies will not respawn. I just want to check something quickly. I can hear my graphics card whirring up, and I can see that the game is using 60% of my graphics card. So for your reference, I have a 3080 RTX. And if the game is using 60% of my 3080 RTX, that actually means the game is pretty beefy, like really quite beefy. And I'm not even running it at 4K resolution, I'm running it at 2K resolution with everything set to high. So that's really quite taxing, I guess I can say. Also, I want to change this to I. I just like it more if it's I. So yeah, the fact that the game on high uses 60% of a 3080 RTX, that's pretty rough. Like, really, that's rather rough. I'm pressing I and nothing is happening. Did I not save the settings or what? Okay, but I set it to I. Okay, then I need to do apply. Of course. Wow, now the game looks much different. I guess all of that fog and stuff that was there really makes the game look a lot different than what you would normally expect. Because, I mean, that was a massive difference. I mean, we can set it back, so have a look at this, you know, take it all in, take a visual screenshot in your mind, and then we go over here, we set it to high, and then apply. That's a gigantic difference. I think it's the fog. The fog makes a massive difference. Where will be the fog be? Which one of these will be the fog? Let's see if it's this one. Yes, it is. Quality of visual effects. That dramatically changes the look of the game. In fact, I prefer it this way. I prefer to have the game open and not have fucking fog everywhere, you know? I mean, I didn't even realize it until I changed that, but the game has an insane amount of fog. So yeah, I definitely prefer to have the game this way. Let me check how much graphics the game is using now. Still 60%. So let's see if we pop it down to medium, all of the settings on medium. It doesn't even visually change that much. And now the game is still using 60%. So it didn't even change the processing of the game, really. Okay, so let's just chop down a couple more trees and then we can go back to... There was just some visual artifacting there at the top of the screen, if you noticed that. Let's chop down some trees and then we can go back to the quest giver and then go from there. Obviously, we already got a couple of recipes from the quest giver, so it's pretty evident that in order to learn new recipes, we're gonna have to pretty much stick to the quests in the game, because they might be the only way for us to get new recipes. I think it's a pretty bad way to provide the player with new recipes, you know, by tying it to quests, you know. I think that's a pretty bad way, but let's see, you know, we shouldn't judge too quickly. Perhaps those were just some starter recipes that we got, you know. Perhaps we will get like a research bench or something like that eventually. Oh, then I suppose you are on your way to the big island. It is where my dad lives. I also used to live there. It is much more interesting place than here. What's on that island? The big city. I haven't been to the outskirts yet. They say that strange monsters roam around that area, especially Monrak. His name alone is enough to make brave adventurers shiver. There's another grammatical error there. His name alone is enough. Oh, okay, no, wait. His name alone is enough to. Yeah, there's definitely a grammatical error there. Who is this Monrak? The direct opposite of Theophan. Maybe this is why he summoned you. If your mission includes Monrak in it, I pity you. How can I prepare myself? Let's learn by learning how to craft your own stuff. It'd be rude to go around using other people's belongings, don't you think? Thank you, I knew I could count on you, and don't worry, it's not like I was planning to use other people's stations. First off, you will need bonfire. There's another grammatical error. The number one rule of survival, don't starve. On it you can fry various foods such as apples and raindrop fruits. Try roasting some rain leaf fruit. Rain leaf plants can be found nearby, and you will also see water on its leaves on rainy days. Isn't that amazing? Yes, I am certain. Okay, so there's water that we can now basically get for free from these rain leaves. So that's actually a good way. We should not destroy all of the rain leaf plants, because if it's a good way to get water, then we should leave a couple of them. To make a campfire, you will need to find it in your blueprints and collect the resources needed to craft it. To place any building, just equip the building in a shortcut slot and choose where to place it. But remember that some buildings can only be placed in certain places. For example, the cauldron and the mini forge can only be placed on a campfire. Press the middle mouse button to rotate buildings. Okay. To create some items, you must be near a certain building. For example, to create a baked rain leaf fruit, you need to be near a lit campfire. Okay. So we need. Wait, can we use this campfire? Let's see if we can use this campfire. Actually, you know what? I've gotten so used to using tab now to open my bloody inventory, I might as well leave it as that. But traditionally, I would prefer it to be I. Okay, let's see. Food. Okay, so I can't use their fire. That's stupid. Stone. I would also like a way to toggle running, because right now you have to press shift in order to run. So I would like a way to toggle that, you know, to always run. Right there we've got our campfire. We don't need to use it right now. We can first find a better location perhaps. I'm feeling sick. Why are you sick? What's wrong? You are soaked. Your clothes feel heavier. Find shelter or you will get sick. Effects of disease. It takes a lot of strength to fight the disease. Hunger and thirst will deplete faster. Okay, so what are you supposed to do if you get sick? Like stand near a fire or what? Because like I can't even build a fire right now because the rain will just kill my fire. So What are you actually supposed to do to prevent getting sick? Like, once you're sick, obviously, you just have to wait it out, I guess. But how do you prevent getting sick? Yeah, we shouldn't cut down rain leaves. Well, I guess we can cut down a few. Because they do give the rain leaf fruit. I need to concentrate on stone a little bit. Gives a nice amount of stone. How long is this rain gonna last? Holy schmoly. This is a bloody monsoon. Let's see what's going on over here. Maybe we can get warm in here. Oh, I spy with my little eye someone that I haven't tried my amazing drink yet. Great drink? Who are you? You can just call me the Coffee Lord. Coffee is my amazing drink. Can you help me survive in this place? I did not notice any special properties behind it, but it's just delicious. The recipe is a secret though. I can see you've got some iron vests. Is there any iron recipe you could possibly teach me? Oh, it's from the time I worked as a blacksmith. I'm sad to say that iron isn't very common here, so I almost gave up. I've got everything but the iron. I think it would be useful to me. Where can you find iron? As far from my house as possible. If you want to learn how to be a blacksmith, the first thing you must do is build yourself a smelter. The smelter turns ore into ingots. Here, I will give you some ores. Try to make an ingot with the smelter. Oh, and it shows you here at the side. I don't even notice that. It shows you here at the side the stuff that you get. It wants iron ingots, and then you receive 7 iron ore. Okay, and we got more recipes. So, do you need to actually stand outside to use the item? Okay, we can build a smelter. Then iron ingot need to be close to a smelter. So, must we be outside? Is that what you're saying? No, still not. Okay, so I must build my own smelter. That's stupid in my opinion. And it's raining. Like, wow, how can I build it if it's raining? I don't want to build a fire and then it just goes out. And I can't build a shelter yet. Like, there's no shelter. You can see the disease at the bottom right going down slowly. But as soon as I go out into the rain, my clothes are gonna get wet again and I'm gonna get more sick again. Okay, so I can't take any of that. I don't have a problem with water. My water is sorted. It's just the the food, you know. I need to think about food. Okay, you can press M to see the world a little bit more. Let's see what's over here. I guess I have to place a campfire, but I don't know what the consequences will be to placing it in the rain. And I actually want to place it close to a lot of resources, even though there's not a place here that has a lot of resources, to be honest. Like, I would like to place it next to a big iron place or something like that, but anyway, let's just place it, get it over with. Okay, finally the rain has stopped. The rain has gone, I can see clearly now. Okay, there we go. And then we place a smelter on top of the fire, you say? Oh no, next to the smelter, next to the fire, okay. That's fine, just like that. And then we go over here, create the ingot. To craft, you must be near this building. I am near it. Oh, I need to put coal. Okay, and I don't have coal. Let's craft food quickly. How do you eat it? Huh? Baked rain leaf fruit. How do you eat it? Oh, you right click on it. Okay. That's fine. Hunger effect deals damage, but I just ate. Okay, let's eat some more. Look how little my food is going up. Holy schmoly. So it only gives 2 food. Holy crap. Okay, so how am I supposed to... Okay, wait, there's bread. 72, yes, let's eat that. Boom. Okay, well, that helps quite a lot. So I definitely need to get something better than this rain leaf fruit, because it's really useless. Okay, coal. Where the hell am I supposed to get coal? How do you... Oh, you can zoom in. How do you get out? Like, how do you get out? I'm pressing space, left click, right click, control, alt, shift. How the hell do you get out of the water? Like, I've got no idea how to get out of the water. Over here, maybe? Okay, well, that's another thing that the developers really should tell you, you know? Not telling you how to get out of the water can really lead some people to to panic, you know, if they don't realize, oh, okay, let me look for a place to get out of the water, then they will just like panic and quit the game, you know. And let's see, spiders. Come on, spideys. Take me on one by one. Okay, it's very powerful. Holy schmoly. Okay, fortunately I only took on one at a time because holy hell. Spiders do not mess around. Okay, I'm looking for coal. You can't mine like that. There's some stone. How do I get up there? So you don't want to fall into the water, because then you have to search for a place to get out. There's some more spiders over there. Okay, let's do these stone things so that we maybe will get coal. I don't know. I haven't found a single coal yet. I wish you guys could hear my graphics card. It's like I've set my graphics card to be really heavy on the fans, so anytime that a game uses anything above 50% of my graphics card, then my fans really spin up a lot, and like my fans are just constantly at like 100% spinning. Basically, that is how rough this game is on a computer. So you should really realize, if you don't have, I would honestly say at least a 1080 GTX, then you probably won't be able to run the game, because if it's using 60% of my 3080 RTX, a 3080 RTX is twice as powerful as a 1080 GTX, so you're really gonna need a rather beefy PC to play this thing without using 100% of your graphics card constantly. And like I said, I'm not even running the game at 4K resolution or anything insane like that. I'm literally running it at 2K resolution with all of the settings on medium, and I have my FPS capped at 60. Like if I cap it at 30, obviously it will use a significantly lower amount of graphics. And on this type of game, I don't even think you will really see a difference. Like unless you move very quickly like this, you will not really see a difference between 60 FPS and 30 FPS. And my axe broke, so let's craft another 3 of them and then another 1 of these, since we really fly through the axes and the pickaxes. Like I said, I don't like games that have durability, because literally all it does is it creates unnecessary busy work for the player. because then the player has to open their inventory, craft another item, drag it to their hotbar again. You have to constantly monitor your resources to see, do I have enough to craft another axe? If I go out on an adventure, it's just really unnecessary busy work. Okay, so I still haven't gotten a single coal. I would like to jump down here, but I don't see a way up again. But I guess that won't be the end of the world, so let's jump down. I hope that one over there isn't hostile. And I hope the bees aren't hostile either. I can't hit any of this. Here's another X for some reason. Well, I don't see anything here at all. Let's talk to this guy. Okay, well, he doesn't want to talk. And I don't see anything that I can do over there. I still don't have a single coal. I've got no idea where to get coal. I guess we will see it at a distance. Let me also see skills. I've gotten a couple of skills, but I don't know where. How do you actually access your skills? T, okay. So can you do anything? Oh yes, you can. You get wet 2 times slower than usual. Instead of tadpole, they should have called this menopause. And then marathoner, when you run out of combat stamina, decays 2 times slower. Okay, well, I do have 4 points here, so I guess I can sign this, and I guess tadpole will be good since it will prevent us from a lot of getting sick in the future. Since as we've seen already, getting sick is not super fun. I'm still not seeing any coal or anything really other than stone deposits. There's a net in the water for some reason. Perhaps the game has sharks or something like that, I don't know. Anything we can do here? Nope. Okay, so the game probably has fishing. Excuse me, are you the local fisherman? I have to learn how to fish and catch a tur. Tadpole, it'll be time to catch us some fish then. Grab your fishing rod and we'll set sail. Yes, sir, but I don't have a fishing rod, and Theophan sent me to catch a tur. The mighty deity Theophan, not even the high seas could bring me such news. How can I help you, Tadpole? Yes, sir, I have to catch a turtle. Why didn't you say that earlier? You're in for a rare catch, then. First, go get us some fried meat. No fisherman likes to fish with an empty belly. Okay, well, I do have some meat, but I don't have fried meat. What does the space do? When I press space, this circle happens around me, but I don't know why. I don't know what the thing actually does. Quick pickup. Oh, okay, quick pickup. That's interesting. I actually haven't even tried that. So you can literally just press space bar to loot everything in the vicinity. That's a nice quality of life feature. So literally just oops, space bar, and then you pick everything up. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm still looking for charcoal. There's another red X there on the ground for some reason. Like, I wish you had a quest to take you to some charcoal, maybe, you know? Then the player doesn't have to search around the whole bloody time. Okay, are those hostile? I'm going to assume that they are hostile. You can swim out to sea. Oh no, wait, the thing is still there. Okay, that's a lot of spiders. So I don't want to enter combat again, to be honest, because one spider will kill me now. So let's stay away from there. Is that guy evil or what? What is he? That guy over there. Hey, here's some apples. The first apple tree that I've seen. I don't want to chop the apple tree down because we might want to harvest some later again. Are you evil or what are you? You look a little bit evil, to be honest. Oh. Okay, so I can't even talk to him. Okay. Ah, here's a nice amount of apple trees. Apple flowers. You just hit it once, then you get all of the loot, but you don't destroy the tree. Okay, so we should be sorted with food now, to be honest, because with all of these apples, I don't see how we are gonna have any more issues. There's a lot of hostile stuff around here. I really like this instant pickup spacebar thing. That's my kind of quality of life feature, to be honest. If you have been awake for too long, you can feel yourself getting slower. Get enough sleep to overcome fatigue. Okay. Apparently the game also has a sleeping system. Like I said, I'm not a fan of hunger and thirst in games. It's just not something that I feel improves a game, you know. In my opinion, your game is not improved by having the player worry about managing their health and their thirst and hunger and sleep and all of that shit, you know. I'm much more of an RPG player. I like just being allowed to do what I want, just go out to do quests, kill monsters, collect stuff, you know, that type of RPG. I don't like being told, oh, now you also have to watch your health and your food and all of that other bullshit. I'm not a fan of that. I can teach you many recipes for a symbolical price, of course. Excuse me, is there something wrong with your ears? From where I come, it's rude to ask such questions. What kind of machine is that? It's my steam engine. I use it to travel and share knowledge. My family owns a factory responsible for the assembly of these beauties. Okay, worm terrarium, garbage can, algae hook, dye, pajamas, fences, more pajamas, more fences, pallets, more fences. Okay, and it uses this currency. I don't know what that currency is, but we have 0 currently, so this looks like a market of some kind. Come by, be amazed, sell, don't be shy, I have the best prices. Okay, I can actually sell stuff to him if I want to. So what sells for a lot? Stone actually doesn't sell for a small amount. I can farm a shitload of stone. Look at this, I can already get a lot of money just by selling the stone that I've already collected. Glass sells for a lot. Yeah, I definitely think stone is probably the best way to get money right now. If I wanted money right now, that would probably be the best way to go about it currently. Iron ore. Okay, well, iron ore is bloody expensive. You're basically gonna need 10 stone for 1 iron ore. That's how expensive it is. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything that I would really want right now, to be honest. I would like to get a horsey. Horsey looks cool. I like that you can zoom in. The game didn't tell me that you can zoom in, so that's another tutorial issue as well. They really should tell you that you can zoom in, to be honest. But okay, that's cool. Now we know that you can sell stuff. I still have not gotten a cowl. Speak of the devil, maybe we can buy a horse. To buy a pony, just go near it and pay the required amount. This pony differs in speed. This is shown on the snail icon. Likewise, each pony has its own diet. You can buy and sell a pony only by taking it to the horse merchant. If your pony is hungry, meaning it has an empty food bar, it will become very slow. To feed it, you must have its favorite food in your inventory and walk up to its head. Okay, so you can even get the fast travel stuff. Okay, 70. Okay, so this pony speed is 8, 9, 9, 10, 11. You can buy and sell horses here. I have a variety of breeds. When it comes to speed, go ahead and take a look. Just take care of them and they should be running at light speed. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna come buy this pony. 70 money is hardly anything. So let me quickly Naruto run back to the merchant. And then we can get a pony. Okay, so I can sell the stone. 2 bundles of stone will give me enough. And then we can Naruto run back over there. Come on, pony, you're mine now. Interact. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. The ponies are so cute. I don't know what these guys are. Like, I can't interact with them at all. Okay, so let's see. We should probably get back over there to our home base again. I will run around this side because at least then I can have a look for coal and stuff like that, you know. Well, this pony is definitely gonna make traveling around a lot easier and a lot faster. We can also basically mine any stone that we ever see, because now we know that stone actually sells for a nice amount. Okay, now I'm fully fatigued, so now I am going to be moving a lot slower, but fortunately we do have the pony, and it doesn't seem that your fatigue affects the pony's speed. So that's obviously pretty good. We do like that. But I definitely need some sleep. What's this guy? Speak to me, man. Looking for seeds, I have a variety of them. Okay, seeds. Bloody mosquito in my room. Pine seeds, apple seeds, fern seeds, nettle, plantain, beetroot, clover, cauliflower. I haven't seen clovers yet, so let's buy 5 clover, and then we can buy pine or fern. I guess let's buy fern, 5 of those. That's fine. Can I harvest this guy's stuff? I wonder. No, I can't. I do like the music. It's just sad that the music doesn't always play. Like, the music only plays during certain times. What's that? Oh, foxes. Like, the music only plays during certain locations, basically. Hey, I can take my horse into the house. My horse is amazing. Greetings, my young soul. How can I help you? I'm taking part in Theophan's trial. I have to make cotton fabric. The legend of Theophan. Do you believe in that? Well, I'll help you anyway, dear. It will be easy. Just bring me some nettle and charcoal. Well, I don't have charcoal. Unfortunato. I've been looking for charcoal like a bastard, but I don't have charcoal. Can I chop down these trees? No. Apparently not. There's some places in the game that you literally can't harvest the stuff. It seems I've reached the end of the road, literally, so now we just have to run back to the base without a road, but that's fine. The road does seem to increase your speed, though. What's this? Okay. Like, I've got no idea where coal is. It would be fantastic if they told you where coal is, but like, I've run through this entire place and I've not seen a coal deposit or anything like that. There's some purple, look at that, purple water with some weird plants inside it, so that might be new resources and stuff like that that we can collect over there. But I still don't have coal. Let's see. Okay, so if I were to eat the apple just like this, it gives me 552. If you were to bake the apple, it gives 661. I actually need health, so I think I'm gonna eat the apples just like that. Because health is actually something that I do need. The meat I can make. See, this one also gives more health. So I can't even make the meat right now. But it does give a nice amount of food, but it also has a chance to intoxicate you. I don't know how you get intoxicated from meat. I guess the developers misunderstand the meaning of the word intoxicate. Nettle thread, smelter, gold bar, ingot. We can't make that because we need coal. Like seriously, I just want to be able to make coal. Let's see if we can plant seeds. Can we? Can't put this here. Why not? Okay, I guess I need some kind of a thing before we can place down the seeds. Portal allows you to teleport from portal to portal. That's interesting. So can you then pick up the portal or what? Because if you can, that'll be pretty interesting. Let's place it there. Okay, can you pick it up? No, doesn't seem like you can pick it up. I also can't make a bed yet. So I can't sleep. And it doesn't seem like I can sleep. Let's test something as well. I want to see if resources actually disappear or not, because that is something that really, really irritates me when items disappear. So I can't sleep in someone else's bed, correct? I can't interact with that bed. You need to stock up on coal to work with the smelter. Yes, but where do I find coal? Like, seriously, I don't have a single coal. Can't make coal. Let's have a look here. I don't like the fact that the music stops while you are in the menu either. Don't see anything like a help thing or nothing like that really. I don't know, I'm stuck, to be honest. Because I don't know where to get coal. They're not telling me where to get coal. what was this one's quest? Did I finish her quest? Or not? How do you see quests? Let's have a look. Tasks, queue. Is there anything else I'm missing? It's just really tasks and skills. So that's Q and T. Okay. Tasks. Completed tasks. Bake the rain leaf fruit. I already did that. Already baked rain leaf fruits. Baked rain leaf fruit. I already did that. Why would you make me do that again? Let's see. I've already harvested all of these rain leaf fruits over here, I believe. These ones also sell for a lot. They sell for 5 each. The rain leaf fruit, not the rain leaf fruits glass. Okay, so we take that and we take the rain leaf fruit. I didn't get any rain leaf fruit there for some reason. I think I got one there. I think so. There we go. Okay, so we can head to my fire and then bake one item again. I don't know if it's a glitch or a bug that it wasn't tracked previously, because I very clearly did bake like 15 of those things. The rain leaf fruits. Okay, well, this one still hasn't disappeared, so that's a good sign to the idea that the game does not have disappearing loot, because I despise games that have disappearing loot. Crafting and placing items. Okay, so you blah 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 blah. Okay, which one was that? That gave me that quest? It was that beginning girl, wasn't it? I believe. I guess we have to go back over there. It also doesn't show you on your map where your quest givers are. You literally just have to remember where they are. So that's a little bit hardcore, you know. I would have liked it if they actually showed you or gave you some kind of indication as to where your quest givers are and where to turn in your items and all of that. Raw vegetables and fruits are healthier, but after cooked they will greatly fill you up, and there is nothing better than a place to sleep after a good meal. You should build a shelter to sleep and hide from the rain. Okay, so I have to... Next, you should make a filter. It is important to always have crystal clean water for you, so you don't dehydrate. You must be hungry. I will make some soup while you are working on the filter. Just give me some of your clean water so I can make it. Okay, so... filter. Nettle thread. Nettles. We need nettles. Nettles. Where do we get nettles again? What's this? To filter the water, you must first fill a jar with dirty water. Just equip the jar and get near a body of water. You can equip it by dragging it from your blah blah blah. Use the mouse wheel to quickly select blah blah blah. You will need to be near the filter and the crafting menu to create a jar of clean water. Okay, so we have a couple of jars over here. And then we need nettles. Where did we get nettles again? I forgot. It's these plants as far as I can remember. These ones. Yes. This horse is really a lifesaver, because without it I would have been running at a hilariously slow speed by now. Well, I am running at a hilarious slow speed, it's just when I get onto my horse then I run at normal speed again. And then I need to create a shelter. And then how do we sleep? Oh no, wait, that's the filter. That's the filter, I forgot. Okay, now we can create water. And we need coal once again. Oh wait, there we can make coal. Okay, so you need to be fucking standing next to the fire to make coal. That's idiotic. Why didn't the tutorial tell me that? I've been fucking wasting time not knowing how to create coal. And then we can create water. And what was the other thing that we needed? Coal. Oh yeah, we needed this, put coal, and then we can make iron ingots. Okay, now we are fucking rolling. You see, this is why it's really important for the tutorial to be highly explanatory, because I'm a very good player in these types of games. Like, I've played a lot of these types of games, and yet even I don't know this stuff, you know. Even I don't realize, okay, you need to open your menu, your crafting menu, while standing next to a burning fire. Otherwise, you don't see the coal. The coal literally doesn't come up. So, literally just a quick little explanation from the developer to say, listen, you need to stand next to the blah 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 to do this blah blah blah, would have saved me so much frustration. Like, honestly, there's no reason why they can't just add a little quick blurb in the game which says, by the way, to create coal you need to be standing next to a burning fire. Like, really, it's highly unnecessary to omit that from the player. Like, really. Okay, there's our shelter. So now we can sleep finally. And we have the iron, and we have the water for the soup, and we now also will be able to go do the other quest, the meeting grandma quest, because we now have coal. And we just need more nettles. But now finally I can get rid of my fatigue as well. So now we are cooking with fire, or at least now we're cooking with coal, I should be saying. But like I said, it's really, really unnecessary that that was completely omitted. Like, it's really unnecessary that you aren't just simply told these very, very basic yet critically important things by the tutorial. Tutorials are... Okay, now I can't move. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, step bro. Send kelp. It's really, really important. Okay, why can't I move now? Come on. I'm stuck in my horse's asshole for some reason. You've done pretty well for a beginner. While you were gone, I found some more ore in my stockpile. I think you will need it. I'll keep the ingot, though. It will come in handy to show you how to make other recipes. I've been using my forge only to melt glass and make coffee jars lately. Bring me glass and I'll teach you how to make jars and flasks. And then we talk to him again. You need your own smithy, at least a simple one. You can also make some essentials like a cauldron, for example. Of course, making jars is a useful skill, but the most important skill for blacksmithing is forging, like iron tools. Let's try something easy for starters. Let's make an axe and a pickaxe and a blade and a torch. These are very important for little adventurers like you. I've already explored this entire fucking island. How am I a little adventurer? But I can't teach anything without an apron. Mine's all shabby. Do you mind bringing me some leather? I'll use it to make a new apron. No problem, I'll get it. I would like to get some ore for future tools. Where can I find it? I searched for iron iris, but this island has none. There's no need to risk ourselves trying to go to the other island. So let's try to cope with what we have here. The island has its own ecosystem in its cycle. Everyone helps each other, and this is how we live. Okay, so you didn't tell me where where I can get iron. You just babbled a whole bunch of shit about helping each other. Okay, so I believe he's now taught us how to make glass jars, I believe. Let's collect some clover. I believe this is clover, yes. But we also need a lot of what do you call it, nettles. I would like to be able to harvest stuff while on the horse. That would be really cool. Because having to get off of your horse and having to move away from your horse so that the E for interact thing isn't showing up, that's a little bit of a schlep, to be honest. I also want to harvest all of these rose nips because they actually are good food. And then we must get stone. Sometimes when you left click, nothing happens. I've noticed that several times now. Literally, when you left click, nothing happens sometimes. And I'm obviously not a fan of that. Blah blah blah, here's your soup. I think it's time for a little action. If you already know how to mine stone, but did you know you can make a lot of things out of it? Of course, iron is much better, but it is good to know how to handle different types of resources. Action. You mean swinging swords and shooting arrows? I have no experience with that. Exactly. Just remember, sword is a melee weapon, crossbow is a ranged weapon, and a crossbow cannot fire without arrows. And I wouldn't send you to battle without proper armor. You can craft decent protection using leaves, wood and stone. Yes, of course, leaves are fantastic protection. We all know that. Of course, they are not very sturdy, but it's better than nothing. Be aware that some armors are a little heavy, such as wooden and stone armors. They may slow you down. Now, go try to make yourself a weapon and try it out. If you hunt at night, make yourself a torch. Bring me a piece of meat. I'll teach you how to prepare it so you can eat something. Yes, well, I already had a piece of meat previously, but it expired. That's one thing, probably my biggest issue with the game, to be honest, is that when you get something, you cannot use it. Like, I got meat already, I got glass already, I got all of that stuff already, and yet I couldn't make glass jars. And with the meat, I couldn't even cook the meat. Like, I literally had meat, and I stood next to the fireplace, and yet I couldn't use it. I couldn't do anything. Even the same with the mushrooms. These mushrooms as well. I want to cook it because when you eat it, you lose health if you eat it raw. So I want to obviously cook the mushrooms, but I can't because I don't have the recipe. So that's a really, really bad system in the game for discovering new recipes. Like, you can't do it that way. You can't have the only way in the entire game to get recipes be from getting them from doing quests like this. You can't have it that way, because now I have so many things. I have these seeds that I can't plant. I have dragon ferns that I can't use because I don't have a recipe. Cones that I don't have a recipe for. These stone iris seeds, can't plant them. Clover seeds, can't plant them. Spoiled food, I can't do anything with that. Maybe you can make it into compost, but I can't do that because I don't have the compost knowledge. Fireflies, I can't do anything with them because I don't have the recipe. So I have a bunch of fireflies, but I literally cannot do anything with them. Glass I can do stuff with now. Apple flowers I can't do anything with it. So like almost half of my inventory I can't use. Like, I literally cannot use my inventory because I don't have the required recipes, and that's a really bad system for recipes. Like, I recently played Cryofall. I actually have some gameplay of it on my channel, and Cryofall is fantastic because it the way that it handles the recipes. As soon as you mine something, you can use it, you can get it. Like, if you harvest glass or whatever, you can then basically immediately use the glass. And the fact that you can't do that in this game is really just quite bad. Honestly, it's the biggest issue with this game, in my opinion. The fact that you can't use stuff despite having it. So you have meat, you literally have meat and mushrooms and whatever. This as well, fly agaric. I have all of this stuff in my inventory, and yet I can't cook it. I can't even fucking throw it on the fire until I get the required recipe, which allows me to throw it on the fire. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like these ones, there's no ingredients at all. With a baked apple, you just put the apple on the fire. That's literally the only recipe. And it's the same with the fly agaric and the mushrooms and the meat as well. You literally take the meat and put it on the fire. That's literally all you do. And yet I can't do that because I don't have the recipe for it. That's a really bad way to not only limit the game and limit the exploration of the player, but also to limit the like, I can't go out and loot a bunch of mushrooms now. So I'm literally gonna run past all of the mushrooms because I can't use it. I can't use these mushrooms, so I'm just literally gonna run past all of them. I can't use dragon ferns because I don't have the recipe, so I'm literally, the game encourages you to run past all of it. I can't use fireflies, so I'm not gonna loot any more of them. I can't use meat, so I'm not gonna harvest meat. I'm gonna avoid foxes and all of that. I can't use the apple flowers, so I'm not gonna loot any more apple flowers. The game actively discourages you from looting anything that you can't use right now, and that's a bad way of designing the game. Like, really, it's not conducive to the RPG experience. You know, you want to just allow the player to go out and do whatever they want. You know, go out and kill whatever they want, go out and explore and loot and kill and get better and all of that, and yet the game doesn't allow you to be free like that. You know, that's just really, like I say, the biggest issue that I have with the game. And now this is the second time that I've gotten this issue. The first time was when I had the baked rain leaf fruit, and then I ate all of the baked rain leaf fruit, and I came back here to her, and then she says, oh, by the way, I want a baked rain leaf fruit. Then I had to run back over to my crafting my fire. I had to get I had to get a rain leaf fruit. I had to bake the rain leaf fruit. I had to put another piece of wood onto my fire because my fire had extinguished, so it cost me another piece of wood. I then had to run back from there all the way to here, and then I had to give her the baked piece of rain leaf fruit, even though I already had created 15 pieces of baked rain leaf fruit before that. And now again she says, oh, by the way, I want to show you how to cook meat. But I already had meat. My meat was in my inventory for so long that it literally turned into spoiled food. But now I have to go out again. I have to kill a beast again. I have to loot the meat again, I have to come back over here and give her the meat, while she could have just already have given me the recipe, or at least the developers could have just given me the recipe without all of this bullshit. Like I say, you should be able to, as soon as you loot the item, as soon as you loot meat, you should be able to cook the meat. As soon as you loot mushrooms, you should be able to cook the mushrooms. As soon as you loot the grass or the nettles or whatever, you should be able to turn it into rope or turn it into whatever, you know? Like, it's really not a good system to have 100% of the recipes in the game be attached and determined by quests. You have to do the quests. And that's a shitload of running around. Like, they're gonna tell you, okay, go kill a dude. So you have to go out, kill the dude, get the meat, come back. Then they're gonna tell you, okay, go get me some whatever glass. Then you have to run over there, get the glass, run back, and then it's just a lot of fetch quests and bullshit like that. And I really don't like that. It's really not my idea of a good game design, to be honest. Let's see, how far can you go out? Okay, well, you can go out really far, but I can't see how big the map actually is. I mean, the map could be gigantic, but I can't really see the map. I would have liked it if there was at least some kind of an outline for the map, but I'm sure the map is pretty big. But yeah, guys, like I said, honestly, the biggest issue by far is, as I explained, the recipe system. The recipe system is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It really needs to be changed. I'm not gonna play the game any further due to this recipe system. It's a really bad recipe system because it just really limits you, and you're gonna do a shitload of fetch quests. Like fetch quests. This isn't the year 2000 anymore, you know. This is 2023. You should be allowed to, as soon as you have your meat, like, it's okay if she tells you to go get some meat, but then as soon as you get the meat, you should be allowed to use it. You know, you should be able to just click here at the side, boom, boom, I've got my meat completed, and then you get the recipe, you know. Or they should allow you to have a table, like a research table. That's one of the things that a lot of these types of games do. You build a research table, and then with a research table you can research new recipes. That's totally fine, because they always allow you to, for instance, if you have a piece of meat, you take the piece of meat to the research table, and then you can unlock the cooked meat. Just like that. You don't need to do any shitty fetch quests. You don't need to go out, kill a dude, come back, do the quest, go out, kill a dude, come back. Like, it's just needless bullshit, you know. So that's honestly my biggest issue with the game. Other issues are that the game really runs quite badly. Like, if I look at my graphics card right now, and remember the game is running at 30 FPS now, not 60 FPS anymore, then the game is currently using 40% of my GPU. So right here at 30 FPS, the game is using 40% of my 3080 RTX, and that's a pretty beefy card, which means that if you have anything lower than a 1080 GTX, then you're not going to be able to run the game at 2K resolution at 60 FPS. And I mean, running a game at 2K resolution is not even so good. A lot of people like to play their games at 4K, but I can tell you this game at 4K is going to tear your PC apart. So the performance of the game is really quite bad. It definitely needs to be improved, especially for a game that looks as bad as this, you know. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't have good graphics. I mean, it's a voxel game, you know. It's like saying Minecraft has good graphics. It doesn't. It has dog shit graphics. So obviously you're gonna expect Minecraft to not use 40% or 60% of a 3080 RTX, and it doesn't, you know. You can fucking run Minecraft on a phone, you know, and yet this game will melt a phone into a puddle of metal if you try to run it on a phone, you know. So definitely the performance also needs to be looked at, but obviously the game is still in early access, so that can totally still be done, you know. The game is just being developed by 2 people as far as I know, so they just need to sort out the performance of the game. Like I said, I don't like the fact that you have hunger and thirst. I'm not a fan of games like that. And then on top of that, they also have diseases and sleep requirements. So the game is a pretty brutal game when it comes to the survival mechanics. It has multiple survival mechanics, which in my opinion is not good. I don't like survival mechanics. I don't know if there's a way to improve your inventory. I really hope there is, because this inventory is not good enough to go through the entire game, because I'm right at the beginning of the game and my inventory is already full. So I really hope that there is a way to improve your inventory or make your inventory bigger and all of that. The tutorial is abysmal. Like I said, the tutorial really needs to be improved, because it is quite bad right now. Really quite bad, because even I, someone who have played Terraria and Cryofall and Core Keeper and Survivalists and a whole bunch of different games like that, like these types of survival crafting games, even I had some issues with understanding various stuff of the game. So it's really, the tutorial really should be improved. And I mean basic stuff like telling you where to obtain coal, basic stuff like that should really be a lot more evident. And I still don't know where to plant seeds. Like, I can't plant seeds, so I'm assuming that somehow you have to unlock something that will allow you to plant seeds, because right now I can't plant seeds. And then anyway, that's a really stupid system. You should be able to plant seeds anywhere you want, you know. It's not cool to limit you to planting seeds. Like, perhaps they will have a system where you have to till the land, you know, you have to till the land, create farming plots and all of that, even though I don't like that system a whole lot, especially since I already have crap load of seeds. Like, I already have 20 seeds over there, 12 seeds over there, couple seeds over there. I already have a lot of seeds, so I really would like to plant it right now, and yet I can't. So I literally have to throw these seeds on the ground, you know. I literally can't use them right now. I also just quickly want to go check if that other item has disappeared at all, because like I said, I really despise games where items disappear, and if items disappear in this game, that will just push it over the edge for me, to be honest. But if it hasn't disappeared, then that will be pretty good. Okay, and it hasn't disappeared yet. So that's fine. So, yeah, guys, like, honestly, the tutorial is really bad. The crafting system, the recipe system is really bad. It's the worst part of the entire game. Like, at the end of the day, can I recommend the game? Why doesn't this go away? Can I recommend the game for $12 in the current state? I mean, $12 is not a lot of money. The game does have issues, you know, but I mean, I think I can recommend the game. $12 isn't a lot. And like, if the game was $20 or $25, I absolutely could not recommend the game due to all of the issues that the game currently has. But for $12, honestly, that's not a lot of money. You don't get a lot of game, you know. But for $12, I definitely can recommend the game, I think. So It's not the best game ever, but it will still be improved. Like, the game is still in early access. It's still relatively actively being developed. The last update was 3 months ago, which isn't super good, you know. I would like to see more active developments than that, but you know, it was end of the year. December, January is usually a little bit of a time for resting and all of that kind of stuff. So the fact that the game was updated basically, I think, November last isn't so bad, you know. 3 months ago isn't so bad. So I do think the developers are still updating the game and all of that kind of stuff. And I do think that what is here currently is probably worth $12. I do think that, you know, I should obviously evaluate the game on what is here currently and not on what is going to be here in the future. So I can definitely recommend the game on what is here currently. You know, what is here currently, I do believe is worth at least $12. It has issues, but I do think that the game is worth $12. I will say that the survival system is also pretty bad. Not the survival system, the where is it? This system. Like, this system just feels bad. Like, I don't know. It just feels bad. I would like to see more options other than just survivor, you know. Like, these skills are not very useful, you know. I would just like to see a little bit more, you know. I mean, this is an RPG game. The developers have already shown that they want to put a skill system or a talent tree system or a passive tree system in the game. So this is a bad passive system, you know. They should really expand it and just make it more, you know. They should think of, like, Path of Exile. Make it big, you know, big, big, big. You can't go wrong with having a huge passive tree system or a talent tree system or anything like that, because that will encourage the players to play the game more, to unlock more of the passives and the advantages and all of that kind of stuff. And you literally do it through gameplay. So the more you loot, the more you harvest, the more you fight, the more skills you will get and the more powerful you will get, you know. So I really think they should dramatically expand on this system, you know. But yeah, guys, that's honestly it. I do think that I can recommend the game. I do think that once I am able to get a couple friends together, I will try the game again, just to see how the game is with multiple friends and all of that kind of stuff. And hopefully by that time, the developers have released another update, because, like I say, it's been 3 months since the past update. So I do hope that they release another update in the not too far distant future. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today. The game's name is Faraway Land, the Faraway Land. It is on Steam. I will put a link in the description below. And yeah, like I said, honestly, I can recommend the game. And it's available for $12 on Steam right now. If you want to support the development, you can certainly do so. Even if you don't play the game right now, you know, just buy the game and let it sit in your Steam library until the game is released or whatever. I know a lot of people that do that, you know. They just buy the game just to support the developer and then just leave the game until the game is out of early access, because a lot of people don't like playing games in early access, you know. I'm actually one of those people. I don't like spending 20 hours on a game in early access if I know that the game will be better once it's fully released or anything like that, you know. So yeah, guys, that's honestly it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.